Hey everybody, this is Stitch and Stacy from my YouTube channel Stitch and Stacy. I also have a website for my work. It is www.astitchintime2.webs.com, and I have currently changed over my personal Facebook to my business Facebook, which is Stitch and Stacy's Crochet. Okay, and in all of these three locations you can find my work and you can view things that I do, my videos, information, things like that. So I've been filming my YouTube videos now for a few months. I've been crocheting since last February. I do it from home. I work full-time crocheting at my home. And this video was just kind of like an introduction for those of you who do not know me personally. I have a lot of family, and some of them have never actually seen me, so I wanted to introduce myself to a lot of people, especially in the YouTube world, the Facebook world, people that follow my videos and my work. And today I wanted to do a yarn video. I wanted to go over my yarn. I did a yarn trip this past summer. My husband Chris and I, we went to around Roanoke, Virginia. We found a couple yarn shops, and what we do is about every 2 to 3 months we would, now mind you, not over Christmas, we would take a trip up to the Virginia area or somewhere in North Carolina. We like to go like on Saturdays and spend the night somewhere on Saturday night and come back Sunday, just have some time together. And we scope out our land and just chill out together. Well, we went to Roanoke on my last trip, and I got a pretty good sized bag, one bag mind you, and I went to 2 shops, I believe. Now everything that I'm going to show you here between the 2 shops cost me right at $160 for yarn. Okay, this is special yarn. You cannot just buy it at a Seymour's, Michael's, any craft stores you may have in your area. You can't buy it there. So, excuse me. This is hand spun yarn, hand dyed lots, different things like that. So I just wanted to share with you some of my unique yarns, some of my favorites. So the first thing that I did want to do is, for those of you that are starting out, or some of you that may be well experienced, like you know, myself, I consider myself way experienced because there's not too much that I can't do already in the 11 months that I've been doing this. Is I started myself a yarn journal because my husband knows me. He knows that if I don't write something down, I will totally lose track of where I bought it, what kind it was, whatever. So I started me a yarn journal. Now what this is I labeled it my collection of odd and unique yarns, and I'm going to show you. And I'm sorry about you see my hand doing this, I'm right above my fan, it's put my hair in my face. But if you can see this, you see different strands of yarn here. What I did is, beside each piece of yarn, I wrote what the company's name is on the yarn, what type of yarn, what the yarn name is, and what store I bought it from. And I have Virginia under these because all of these were from Virginia. And what I did with yarns that are unique and yarns that I'm not sure if I will find again, I wrote them down in this book so that in future reference, if one of my customers or my family members comes across and says, you know, I really like that yarn, where did you get it, or can you make me something using it? I won't say I don't know where I got it and I don't know where to get it. So I won't have to say that. So here I have all the information. Now the 2 stores that I worked out of were called Yarn Explosion, which is a beautiful store, and Wyrd Sisters Yarn. Now unfortunately, when I had gone up to Wyrd Sisters Yarn, I got some good discounts there because they were closing their store and they were relocating to another state. So I'm not really 100% sure what's going on with that. I did ask if they were going to relocate. When they relocated, if they were going to continue their business, they were not sure at that time. So I do not know what to tell you. You can look up their website, Wyrd Sisters. It's spelled W-Y-R-D, Wyrd, and then Sisters. You can inquire about that. I'm not really sure that they're still there, but as far as I know, Yarn Explosion is in full operation. So anyway, this is my yarn book. Okay, this is a good idea to keep track of all that odd stuff, things that you don't want to forget. Okay, what I want to start with is, and some of these I've already taken apart so that we can see them. This is our first one. Let me grab the one with the tag on it here. And this is the other one. I got two of the skein because I knew I was going to like it. Alright, this is 100% Baby Llama. This is in like a cappuccino / coffee color. This is called Misky. Here's the card. Hopefully you can see that. This has, per skein, it has 50 grams or 82 yards to each one of these. And it's very soft, and this is considered a chunky style yarn, so would make an absolute beautiful hat. And like I said, it's absolutely lovely. When I picked it up in the store, my husband's like, yeah, I know, you gotta have it. So I love yarn shopping. I'm addicted to yarn. If I see yarn anywhere, I am right there at it. And my husband laughs because he says, I don't take you nowhere else because every time we go, we got to look at the same stuff, which is yarn. And I'm like, yeah. So this is by, and I do have my things labeled in my book, so excuse me if I look over. It is by Mirasol. Don't quote me. I'm not sure if that's the correct pronunciation, but again, there's the card. You can look this up. It does not have really a color other than Misky would be my guess. Like I say, I got two skeins of this. I did get other Baby Llama. I made my mother-in-law, Granny, I made her a Baby Llama Tezzy beanie, and I'll show you similar yarn to that here in just a bit. Based on this size of a skein, maybe a little bit more because this is chunky yarn, it took about a skein and a half to complete the beanie. Okay, so that's just a general idea. But this is absolutely, it's so much fun. Just feeling the yarn, but this is very beautiful. Okay, that is the Baby Llama. It is 100% Baby Llama. Okay, now my next one. This one also came from, this first one here came from Wyrd Sisters. So I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but that is the one that is, I know, closed down as of now. Okay, and this is from the traditional collection. It is 100% wool. It is in natural light gray. This is approximately 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, or 183 yards. And this one again was from Wyrd Sisters. This was about $6 a roll, which is not bad. Like I said, it is 100%. This is a 2-ply worsted weight yarn. You can wash it by hand, but not by machine. And this is from the traditional collection from the Wyrd Sisters Yarn. Yarn store, and it's just basic 100% wool, but I love wool. My husband loves wool. He loves to hunt, so he wants socks. So I got I got two of those, and when I go out with my husband and we find our yarn shops, I basically, if it has an extremely large amount of yardage, I will probably get one, but most of the time, regardless, I'll get at least two. I'm not ever sure what project I'm going to do with anything, so it's always better safe than sorry. I always get two of everything that I get, or I try if it's available. Okay, next is, this is so beautiful, and if anybody knows me, my favorite color in the world is blue. Any shade of blue I love. I'm just in love with it. This is llama and wool. This, don't quote me again, Montera. I want to say that's what that is. Montera is the, let me double check my notes. Just bear with me, guys. I don't even think that I wrote this one down. Shame on me. Shame on me. I don't think I wrote this down. That is all the information that this one really gives. It didn't give me a whole lot other than it's 100 grams or approximately 127 yards. It's very soft. It's very furry. But this had, it is 50% llama and 50% wool. So it's half and half. And like I said, I got only one of these, I think. Sorry. I got one of these only because I think this is all they had, and this is one of the items that they were no longer going to carry. So that's probably why I didn't even write it down. But this is absolutely beautiful. It is such a beautiful color, and you don't see this color very often. At least I don't. It's almost like a smoky bluish gray color. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. So I only got one skein of this. I got what they had. So I'm hoping that this will be big enough of a skein to at least do me some sort of a beanie or hat. If not, I will see what else I can come up with for it. Maybe I can go back yarn shopping and come up with something to pair it with. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, now this was the fun one. I actually, this one came from Yarn Explosion in Virginia. The funny thing about this yarn is my husband picked this out. Chris picked this out. He found it, and you wouldn't believe what section this was in. This was in the baby section. Okay, I had to get that squared away so you can see. This is from Plymouth Yarns. The color is Jelly Beans with the Z at the end, and it's spelled B-E-E-N-Z. Isn't that cool? It is black with hot pink colors, hot green and yellow and pink and purple and blue and teal. That is absolutely gorgeous. It was so much fun to see this. And I did get two. This one I've already started on because I made my daughter Haley. I made her one of the Lover's Knot half cardigans that come only to the waistline. It's got big holes, big see-throughs, and then you can stick your arms through it. But if you go on my original Facebook page under Stacy Moran, you can see a picture of it. I actually entered that into our Dixie Classic Fair here in North Carolina over the summer, and it won first place, so yay. Anyway, it's really soft. This is 75% acrylic and 25% wool. It is 50 grams or 107 yards. So this one again is Plymouth Yarns. The color is called Jelly Bean, and it's from Yarn Explosion in Virginia. So this is a really, really, really fun yarn. This would make, actually I think I'm going to, debating on making a little girl's beanie and put a bright, maybe a bright pink flower on it. That's going to be adorable. Maybe I'll do that with the rest of this. Of course, my husband says, now if I buy you this expensive yarn, it can only be for the family, but we'll see. You know, maybe one of my girls, Emily, Haley, or Tiffany will like it. Who knows? Alright, moving on. Now this one came from, let's see, this came from Yarn Explosion as well. This color is way different. It's really intriguing. It is called Daylily, and forgive me if I don't say this right, but I think it's Nasha or Nashaw Hand Knits. This is what the tag says, if you can see that. Okay, and the colors are just out there a little bit. You can see that pretty well. What it is, it looks, see if I can get you a strand of this out. Can you see that like that? To me, it looks like it has ribbon wrapped in the yarn. It's sparkly. And if you pull it apart, this is the part that I'm talking about that looks like a sparkly. But it's really not. It kind of looks like, Lord, I don't know. Anyway, it looks like it has a glitter effect in here. It's got some really crazy yellow, greenish, bluish, grayish colors. But anyway, this is called Daylily. It's 50 grams, 1.75 ounces, or 87 yards. It is 46% cotton, 31% acrylic, and 23% nylon. Oh, hi, Sophie. Want to say hi to everybody? Here's my puppy, Sophie. As long as she knows you're not a human standing here, she's fine. Otherwise, she'd go crazy. And then, sorry guys, but you have to say hey to Candy. She hasn't been feeling good. She's had an ear infection. Yes. Okay, so I did get 2 of these. Now, mind you, when I went in this Yarn Explosion store/house, the store was in someone's, to me, looked like a triple wide. And down in the South, that means it's a mobile home that has like 3 or 4 bedrooms in it, regular bedrooms. Back in the corner, there was a little tiny area, looked like it was big enough to be a bathroom in there. It was their discount section. I'm standing there, I'm like, honey, come here. So I was calling my husband Chris, and he says, what now? I found these yarns. I don't know their regular price, but I paid $2.50 for this. You can see that on the tag. I paid $2.50 for this yarn. And there's probably just enough to make a beanie. And I'm a beanie person. Not that I'm a beanie person wearing them. I love making hats, beanies, whatever. Matter of fact, when I get on a rampage of making hats and beanies for a day, I can make between 12 and 14 a day. And I made a trip to Canada, and a lot of people were amazed at my speed. And I guess I still don't understand it, because since I've been crocheting since last February, my speed is what I started out with. You know, I've never worked towards being speedy. It's just natural. So anyway, this would make a very good beanie. So anyway, back in the corner, there was a whole little room full of discounted yarns. But by the time I had figured out it was back there, and I got back there, because the lady didn't tell me to start with, oh, we've got a discount section. She told me after I was up at the register. I said, okay, where's it at? So when I got back there and finally seen all of this, my husband says, honey, you got enough? We'll come back next time you get more. And I'm like, but they're on sale. So he let me pick one type that I wanted. So I got 2 of these. Because me, I'm all about color. I'm about mixing colors that you would not think on a normal basis would match. And they don't have to match. They just have to look good. That's 2 different things, by the way. You learn that when you crochet. It may not always match in your mind, but as long as they look good together, you're good to go. Okay, so I got 2 of those. Alright, let's put these in here. I'm going to tell you one thing. I shouldn't have sat under this fan. It's driving me insane here. Alrighty, now, this is one of my favorites. Alright, Punta Yarns is what I want to call that. That's what the ticket looks like, and I'm pretty sure I pronounced it right. If not, I'm sorry. This is some of the most, the oddest yarn I think I've probably seen in a long time, just based on the color. The color scheme, I would say the base color would be browns. Brown to caramely to golden yellow colors. This has actually 459 yards, or 420 meters. It's 100% merino. So, if you can see, I'm going to spread this for you. Look at the color variation in this. It's absolutely adorable coloring. And it looks like, to me, it looks like somebody mixed a bunch of crayon shavings together and you just got splotchy colors. I mean, it's blue, oranges, and they're all like, they're ashy colors. They're not bright colors. They're kind of dull and dingy colored, but it is just an amazing yarn. I've showed this to a couple people and they look at me, you like that? What do you like about that? I don't know what I like about it. But to me, the color scheme is just outrageous. And again, when you crochet, you want to go outside your box, explore your color options. Don't stay in the normal. Step outside the box and experiment with color. And but when my husband Chris bought me all these, he says, now all this is expensive yarn. I want you to make something for yourself or family members with this yarn. So I've got a couple different shawls or half cardigans that I want to make myself, sort of like this, except this is made out of Red Heart. And of course my absolute favorite color is blue. So I did this last spring when we were getting ready to take our family trip to Myrtle Beach for a week, and I wanted something to wrap around my shoulders, say if I got sunburnt, and then we were walking along the beach at night or in the evening, it got chilly down there, or vice versa up in the mountains, whatever. Wanted something light to wrap around, so I made this, and this is fine, but it's not as big as I want it, so that's why I got this and then two of the next yarns that I'm going to show you because I got two more. But there's a lot of yardage in this, and like I said, this is a ticket that's on it, and there's so much yarn here. There's enough for me to make whatever I need to make out of it, but I just fell in love with it. And if I were to find some other kind of yarn, maybe like a red or the colors that's in this, and it's the same weight, and mix it with it, it would be really beautiful too. So anyway, this was the Punta Lace hand paint. Maybe it's Punta Lace and then hand paint is the color. It's hard to tell, it's all in the same little section there. Anyway, you get my idea. Okay, so I got two of those. Now my next to last favorite. Oh, I'm so excited, I love this one. This is so beautiful. This is called Malabrio or Malabrigo. It's got a G in it. I don't think I pronounced it right, but this is the ticket. Okay, this is from the Wyrd Sisters Yarn, the one that I think is closed down at this point. It is Malabrigo Silky Merino, 150 yards in each of these skeins. Okay, now this is what it looks like when it's pulled apart. Let me see if you can see the color. Pull this apart for you. You can see the colors in there. There's a lot of yellows, a lot of tans, a lot of greens, but I'm not a green, yellow, or orange person, but the colors in this are just, they're different. Probably because they're working together, but the colors in this work so well together, it's unreal. And it changes. This is one of those color changing yarns that just unbelievably change. You see how much yellow's back there? So this, whatever you make with this, is going to be absolutely beautiful. Just like I said, it sounds like another cardigan. Yay! So, let's see, I think I went over the yardage. Yep. This cost me $9.20 a skein, which is not bad, considering that it was hand spun and hand dyed. So I got two of those. So I'm hoping that this is going to be enough to make me what I want to make. And as I make these projects that I'm telling you about, I will update you and I will let you see them. Okay, last but not least, and bear with me because it's already been unraveled. I got two of these. This is my all-time favorite of the whole litter here. And this, the only thing is as soon as you unravel this yarn, it just goes a little everywhere. and we'll get it out. We always do because the other one came like this. I don't know why. Alright, this is, I'm not sure about the name of it, so I'm going to let you read the card. That's the name of the place that makes this. or that sells it. The color is Rucka Multi. I want to say that's what that is. This has 263 yards per skein, and I got 2. The yardage, yeah, it's 263. 100% sugar cane, whatever that one means. That's what that says. The thing about this yarn is there's no way, according to the instructions, to get the same dye lot again. Sorry, that's my phone. So basically, when you buy this, you need to make sure and buy all you need to make your project, because you're not guaranteed to get the same lot again. And like I said, I got this from Yarn Explosion, and the colors are like, if I want to turn my pinks around, look at the different shades of the pink. There's 2 different shades of pink, and then the grays and the blues. I mean, it's just absolutely wonderful feeling yarn. It's just my favorite. And like I say, you think this looks like a mess. Oh, here we go. But really, they come where as soon as you unwind them, this is what you get. But anyway, it's absolutely beautiful. It's got, like, I would say a 3 to 4 color ratio on here. So I got 2 balls of this, and it feels so silky that it's just unbelievable. And then it has a little bit of information about this yarn inside. So you can, I don't know, I'm scared to even pronounce it. It says it's hand dyed in Chile. So that's pretty much like I say, the information. And if you want to go and look this up, there's the information, the name of the company. You can write that down, check out their website. Okay, and I got 2 of those. So basically that was it for my yarn for this trip. I wanted to tell you about keeping your logbook for your yarns that you don't have every day. Like I said, I keep mine all wrote down. And you might want to visit their site. It's called Yarn Explosion. It's one of the best stores that I have found. So check that out. And I wanted to thank all of you for your support on my website, my Facebook, and my YouTube. I'm doing my best to come up in the world of crochet, and I want to do that with your support. So if you get the chance to view my videos, I could use your support through all my videos. So don't be afraid to leave me messages on my Facebook or my YouTube. I'm more than happy to respond as I can. And if you have any ideas of projects or yarns or stitches or patterns, anything, leave me a message, and I'll do my best to help you and answer your questions again there. And please hit that like button, because I need all the support that I can get from my YouTube channel to be able to move up with YouTube. And right now I think I have about 63 to 65 subscribers. My likes are going up every day, and I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying my videos and watching them as much as I enjoy making them. So just leave me messages, and I hope you enjoyed my yarn video. And until my next video, guys, happy hooking. Have a great day.